Hi everybody, welcome to the 5th episode of
Fun is where you find it.
I'm Noah.
And I'm Trudi, and welcome back
to episode the 5th.
The fifth episode. Here we go. This is part 2 of our talk about screens and playtime, but we're kind of going to morph it around, aren't we? We're going to talk a little bit about AI. We're going to talk a little bit about social media, the social media ban.
We might not go over everything playful here, but we'll try to. Like, we're not talking about the bad AI. We're talking about the good AI and what it would look like. With what it would look like with playfulness with AI.
And I think the future of AI, right? Because, this is your future. It's not necessarily my future. It's your future we're talking about. You're going to be living in this world where robots and AI are part of your life.
Maybe even you.
Maybe even me. Maybe. But, really, we need to talk about what's going to happen with your children. What's going to happen with your kids? Are you going to be able to... Are you going to be saying to your kids in years' time, Jonathan, stop playing with your robot. Put the robot back in the cupboard.
Why would I name somebody Jonathan? Actually, maybe I would.
I like that is what you've picked up from that statement. Not the horror of the future, but that.
The only thing I would let them play with forever is either a robot called Poppy.
Yes.
Which has 25 motors.
What? Hang on. So it's like this episode this is a very loose episode because actually I realized this morning I don't know anything about what Noah knows about AI, what he thinks about AI. I know nothing. So I don't even know that you know that there's a robot called Poppy. I don't even know if that's true or not.
It is actually true.
So tell me about Poppy.
So he cannot talk.
It's a he? Was it a he?
It can be a he or a she.
Okay.
Let's just go with a he.
Call them they.
Yep. My grandfather's called Poppy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Your grandpa's called Poppy. Of course, that's why he's a he. There you go.
Yeah. So he can walk.
Yes.
And he can dance. Plus, he can also wear shoes.
Wow, he can wear shoes.
He can sit down.
Okay. And how does that make you feel? What do you think about having a household in the future where you're going to have a robot as part of your household?
Remember when we made that robot list in Vietnam?
The robot list? Oh, of what we would like a robot to be able to do?
No, like a robot house.
We did. We were caught in a domestic airport for 6.5 hours in Vietnam when we were all very tired. So we came up with a list of things that we would like robots to do for us.
Yeah.
Cool things. Do you remember what they were?
I remember dog walking.
Oh, yeah, dog walking.
Protecting the house, which they've already made. There's even one that has a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, really? A fire extinguisher robot. Are these all different robots or one robot?
All different robots.
We wanted them to do the washing.
Pancake.
Pancake maker. Breakfast maker. Yep.
A massaging robot.
A massaging. That's right. I wanted a massaging robot. Yep.
Walking dog.
Do you think...
The automatic door.
Automatic door, that's right. For cats, that's right.
So when so it's got like this little cat sensor.
Yep.
So when they hear the cat meow and it senses find Alvin, it opens automatically, even if it's locked.
Yep. What do you think about that? Like, what do you think about having a future that's full of robots?
Probably good.
Good? Probably good. Do you reckon you could have a best friend as a robot? A robot best friend?
Yeah.
Yeah?
As long as he can talk and do what humans can do, like walk. Technically, I would like Poppy.
What about
just he can talk?
What about things like cuddling and like we love?
There's such thing as a cuddling robot. So yeah.
There's a cuddling robot.
Pepper.
Pepper?
Yeah, that's her name. She can cheer you up.
She can cheer. What sort of a robot is Pepper?
Google Pepper.
Okay,
yeah,
okay. I'm going to Google Pepper.
Pepper is like
Pepper.
This robot.
Yeah, tell me about Pepper.
I don't know much about her,
yeah,
but all fine. I know is she can just do things. All I know from Pepper is that she can hug and she can cheer you up. Okay. I would also like an acting robot, which was already made.
What does that mean?
So, like, he can change voices. Peppa Pig.
Let's come up with Peppa Pig.
No, do Peppa the robot.
Peppa, oh, yep. Peppa the humanoid robot inspires smile. It's greeting COVID vaccine recipients.
But there's also a medical kids robot.
That's not quite how I thought she was going to cheer you up. Oh, there she is. Oh, Peppa. Okay, yes. She's the happiness robot. But looking at Peppa, and we'll put a link. I don't know if she'd give me an oxytocin dose. She doesn't look very cuddly.
No. She can make you laugh, but she isn't much of an oxytocin.
She's not much of an oxytocin dose. So what happens there? Where do you get your oxytocin?
She just cheers you up if you're like mad, sad.
Yeah, but where do you get your cuddles from, right?
You can get this toy robot that's actually meditation, which is actually, so it looks like a seal, a cuddly toy seal, but it's actually a robot that's for kids in hospitals.
But this is my point, is that we are already suffering a loneliness epidemic. So people are already extremely lonely. And I think a lot of that connection, like a lot of the connection between you and I mean, how much do we love a cuddle?
A lot?
A lot.
No, but like, what if we got a cuddly robot? Like, there's one just that I'm talking about that can only move its like flippers.
Yeah.
So it can't do much. So it's technically just a cuddly robot. So.
Okay. What's one thing that you would not like to see in the future around AI and robots and stuff?
A robot that destroys humanity.
Do you think that's possible?
Yes.
Why do you think that? Is that a fear of yours?
Yeah, it's a fear. So, like, you know how everybody's scared of AI?
Yes, I do.
I'm scared of that as, like, they take over humanity.
And what do you think it would look like if they take over humanity? Because this is something we've actually never discussed. So it's quite interesting to do this.
I have no idea. Maybe, like, the world's full of robots, so they've taken all over our things.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. And do a lot of your friends, do you and your friends talk about AI?
No, we're not scared much.
You're not scared much?
No.
What are you scared about the future? I mean, this is a bit off topic. It's not really playing, but just while we're here, we might as well ask.
I'm scared of AI, but I don't think my friends know that lots of people are scared of AI because, yeah.
But you use AI. You even said to me this morning about Safari. What AI do you use at school?
What AI do we use?
Yeah.
We either use Google Slides.
Yeah.
Which is not technically AI.
No.
It's more of a writing thing.
Yep.
It's what you know who uses.
Yeah, you can say Zev.
People? I'm not. Actually, his name is Zev.
Yep.
He's my best friend who I think should be Superman because he loves Superman.
He does, yep.
So I'm asking him to have a Superman as a job. Anyway. Yeah, Zev. I could create a better world with robots. I would make robots cuddly.
Yeah, what would you do?
I would make robots look like humans.
Okay.
Wait, no. Actually, just like they look like robots. Sort of like Poppy, still. Just they can talk. And they are also, like, they don't obey anybody. They can make their own choices.
You would like robots to be able to make their own choices?
But, like, still be humans' friends, but yes.
Okay.
Because the 3 laws are, like, they can, they have to obey humans.
Okay, yep.
But I don't think that's, like, I think that should be real, but I just don't think it should be I don't think it's very great to have it like that.
You don't think it's great that robots have to obey humans? Do you think robots would make better choices than humans?
If they like humans could make choices for them, but then so like they could both make choices. Like if I wanted a robot to do a chore for me, I could say, "Hey robot, can you do a chore for me?" And he would pick which chore.
Okay, so let's talk about, this is a podcast called Fun is Where You Find It. So it's about play. What do you think, where do you think robots will show up in the field of play and playful and playing? Do you think, it's going to change our workforces, right?
Wait. I know if I could change robots, I would make them have feelings, but the only feeling they would have, they can choose options and ask humans for things, but the only feeling they have is playfulness.
Oh, that sounds like a dog.
Yeah, technically a doganized robot.
Yeah, a doganized robot.
A human doganized robot. A human doganized robot.
Because that's kind of what Lloydie, our dog, does, isn't he? He only has one emotion, really. And sometimes he gets sad when he doesn't go out for a walk, but essentially all he does is love us.
Yeah.
So really what we want is a robot community that's like dogs.
What about, but the robots can make choice, ask permission. They can also, I suggest there should be like robots that help people, like if they've got to carry groceries.
Okay, got to carry groceries. Oh, okay.
Also a dancing robot that dances in the air.
Why don't we make a list of like top 5 helpful robots in the future that we want to make?
In this podcast.
Yeah, in this podcast. Let's do it.
So
top 5.
The first one.
Yep.
Most important. Keeping house safe with fire extinguisher as well.
But is that playful? Is that fun? Is that good? I guess it's good. Yeah, okay. That was not my question. My question was good. Okay, so safety robot. What else? How else can we help people?
Humanoid robot, like I say people should have robots as friends if they're lonely.
Friend robots?
Like me, I could have a robot, like a robot with that has choices and emotions.
But do you think...
But so like I can have a humanoid robot brother because I'm an only child.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so you could have a humanoid robot brother. But what... Okay, so how would it feel? Imagine... Let's use our imaginations, and let's imagine that we had you and a humanoid robot brother that we programmed and built exactly the way we wanted, and I loved that robot as much as I love you. Would that feel weird?
No, but we programmed him.
It's a tricky question, isn't it?
Wait, so what you can do is what we could do this. So we both get 10 minutes of morning cuddle.
We both, so I cuddle you for listeners, we start the day
with a morning cuddle. In her bed.
That's right. Every morning we have a morning cuddle and a bit of a chat to start the day. So you're saying you'd have a 10-minute morning cuddle and then the robot would have a 10-minute morning cuddle.
Yeah.
So you would feel comfortable, you would feel okay sharing me with a robot and having me love a robot as much as I love you.
Yes, but then also...
Because that would feel weird to me. I'm not sure I would like that. I'm not sure I would like a world where I can imbue the amount of love I have for you onto a robot.
What about 15 minutes of me and 5 minutes of him? What about that?
Sure. I guess that's it. I guess once again we're coming back to the Lloydie factor, aren't we? Like we're coming back to the dog factor where I love our dog, but I don't love him as intensely as I love you.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say.
Yeah. Also, he can go to my school.
Your robot?
Yeah. He also goes to he just doesn't do swimming, so. He just doesn't do swimming, so yeah. So he goes to Jewish school with me.
Yep.
He goes to swim with me. Does not go swimming.
Yep.
So, but he also plays with me and things. He's also rain proof.
So what? So far we've got a safety robot, which is very cool. A humanoid loving brother robot.
No, a friend robot.
Friend robot. What else? Let's see if we can come up with 5. Let's see if
dog walker.
A dog walker. What about some big global issues? Like, what about if we had, do you know what I'd like to make? What if we made a robot that ate plastic and just like ate all the plastic?
Yeah, eating plastic robot.
And reversed climate change.
Yeah. Picking up rubbish robot.
A picking up rubbish robot. That's a nice idea.
But also very fast.
It's very fast.
Rubbish underwater cleaning robot.
Do you know what I'm intrigued about?
What?
If we had all these things, right, an underwater rubbish cleaning robot's a good idea. If we had all these things and we have all these robots, I wonder what it's going to do to human behaviour. Because as humans, as we know, like we're sort of selfish creatures, really. I know you.
Actually, that is true.
We're sort of. I wonder how that. Like, what if we all knew that there was like a rubbish cleaning robot? Would we all just be like, oh, we'll just chuck that rubbish out because the rubbish cleaning robot will do it? Like, will we become so reliant on robots that we'll almost become overly decadent? I don't know.
No, but like, there might be a law like no littering.
Because my theory, if you think about playing, right, if you did something all the time, if you played all the time,
you would get bored.
You'd get bored, right? It would stop being playful. But if you had robots doing everything for you all the time, wouldn't that get boring? Like, what will it do to our loneliness epidemic, our connection?
No, but here's the second most important law of robots.
Oh.
They must obey humans, so you can ask it to stop.
But do you think humans have enough foresight to say, actually, robot, don't make this too easy for me? I don't know if we do. Like, I feel like we are always looking for the quickest, sharpest, easiest way of doing things. We don't like to sit in discomfort. It's one of the things that I find really interesting about humans at the moment, and particularly around the area of playfulness. Sometimes to be really playful, we spoke about this in the last episode where you talked about going down Space Mountain, going down that drop and being absolutely terrified and being really out of your comfort zone. But by being out of your comfort zone, you had a ball. You got a rush of adrenaline. It felt really amazing when you did it.
Yeah, I was shaking at the end.
You were shaking at the end, right? And so, but humans struggle doing that. We don't like to get out of our comfort zones. And so really, like, a lot of play, there's a lot of like risky play and dangerous play. Lots of people do dangerous things to play. They like to jump out of planes or, I don't know, rock climb, or lots of people do dangerous things as a form of play.
Or spy on your neighbour. Because I did that once when my cousin came over, and when he came down, I got such a shock. I slipped down and the wall was scratching on me.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Well, before we end up this episode, I reckon we're almost at the end of it. We could go round and round in circles, I think, and talk about this for days. What would you say? I mean, this is your world, right? You're the future. What would you say to adults who are terrified that the robots are coming, who are terrified that the world is going to collapse? Because I don't see that fear in you. I don't see it in your friends. I feel like there is a positive future that you look towards. What would you say to adults now as a piece of advice about the future?
So it's okay to be like scared or something, but I just recommend don't be like, the world's definitely going to end. No! Dramatic pause. Just don't be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no. Just be like ready for it and prepared, but like not too worried about it. Like, try to relax about it. Like, humans, there's sure robots could be made to steal things, but it doesn't mean that it'll take over humanity. So I suggest we shouldn't do that. Like,
Great.
What's the point?
Great advice. Look to the positive stuff. I love it. All right. Fantastic. I reckon that's great advice to end on.
Yeah.
What's happening next episode, Mr. Noah?
What's happening next episode?
Yeah.
You mean next season, don't you?
Oh, are we going to do one final one for the season? We're going to do a wrap-up of season 1 before we dive into season 2?
Oh, yeah. So, this episode 6 is just like a little wrap-up to congratulate you for ending season 1 and stuff.
Oh, I've got a suggestion. Why don't we ask our listeners? We would love to know what you would like to hear us talk about on episode 6 of season 1. If you have something that you would like us to talk about, please, as we like to say,
write it down on the comments.
Write it down in the comments.
But can't wait to see you there.
Can't wait to see them. Can't wait to see you there. We'll answer those questions. Whatever questions you have for us, put us in the comments. We will answer them for season 6.
Yep.
And thank you for listening
to
Fun is Where You Find It.
Episode the 5th.
Episode the 5th, the dive into AI and the deep, deep future. Bye.
Wait, no, this is how I do the wah, wah, wah.
I knew we'd have to get farts in there somewhere. All right.
Rhetorical question.
Bye-bye.
Bye.